So everybody should be on 119. And today we're going to learn about the number 6, like I said. So we're going to model and count to 6. And the essential question says, how can you show and count 6 objects? Well, we know how to count, right? We know how to count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So right here, this one right here is the number 6. So to model and show 6, we have to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objects. So we have to draw 6 things to show this number 6, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to model and show 6. Now, our 6 objects can be different colors. For example, it could be 1, 2, 3 yellow, and then it can be also 1, 2, 3 red. Long as all together they are 6. So if we count them, we can count 6. 1, 2, 3 yellow plus 1, 2, 3, 3 red equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can have 3 yellow and 3 red, but when we count them all together, there is 6. So there's many different ways we can make 6 by using different colors. But we have to make sure that when we count our objects, our actual groups, that we are totaling them all together to 6. Okay, so let me erase all this good stuff for you right here. So we're going to count these guys right here. And it says, place counters on each ticket in the set as you count them. So we're going to set each counter. Okay, so right here, we're going to count first and then see how many tickets there are. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to draw 6 counters because we have 6 tickets to show the number of 6. So let's do that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everybody should draw 6 objects, 6 counters, just like I did. And now we're going to make sure that we have 6. And the strategy that we always use to make sure that we are for sure have 6 is we always match them to make sure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yes, each ticket has a pair. Each ticket is matched with a counter. So we have 6. We don't have more, we don't have less, we have 6. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So it's very important to match them, okay? Make sure you count them first. After you count them, you draw them, and then you match them to make sure you have that many. Okay, and that's how many you draw. You draw 6 objects to draw the number 6. All right, let's move on. Let me make sure I erase all this good stuff for you. Here we go. Now let's go to page 120 right here. 120 at the very bottom. Let me take out my pencil again. Right there's 120. And it says, place a counter on each car on the set as you count them. Move the counters to the parking lot. So draw the counters, say the number as you trace. So we're going to draw counters on each one. So we're going to draw, let's do blue, okay? So we're going to get out a color crayon if you want, or you can do your pencil, whichever, however you want. So we're going to draw a counter on each one, okay? Just so that way we know how many we're going to be putting right here, okay? So let's do it. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. And there's 6. So we drew 6 counters, so we have to draw 6 counters in the parking lot. 1, 2, see how I'm counting them as I'm drawing them in, so I know how many I have to draw. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
1, 2, 3,
That's what I know now, that I have to stop because I'm only putting 6 counters because I counted 6 cars. Okay. Okay, please mute your microphone if you have it on because I hear someone who has it on. Okay, now let's clear that up. Now that we drew 6 counters in the parking lot, since there was 6 cars, and now you can trace the number 6 if you haven't done that. Okay, and now we move on to the next page. Okay, now here where it gets a little tricky. Now, everybody in their packets received red counters and yellow counters, okay? Red counters and yellow counters. And those you need to use in order to do this problem, okay? So you need to take out your red counters and your yellow counters. So I'm gonna give a couple of, I'll give you a few seconds to take those out, okay? They're in a little baggie. They were in the very first packet that you received, but you have yellow and red counters, okay? So go ahead and take those out. If you don't have them, it is okay. Okay, that is fine. If you don't have them, that is fine.
I'm in the gym.
That is fine. If you don't have them, it's okay. Okay, so this is what when you get home, you'll want to take out those counters so you can do this. But this is how we're gonna do it, okay? You're not gonna draw anything here because I'm gonna show you and then you guys are gonna help me, okay? You guys are only gonna write the numbers. So we have red counters and we have yellow counters. And we have to use the red and the yellow counters to make the number 6. So that way we can show and model 6, okay? So first of all, we're gonna go ahead and trace the number 6 because in this 5 frame, we cannot have more than 6, okay? So that's why we're gonna go ahead and trace the number. So that way we know we cannot have more than 6 counters in this 5 frame. So you guys are going to help me at home to make sure we don't have more than 6, okay? All right, so you're gonna watch me draw here and you are only gonna draw how many red there is and how many yellow there is, okay? All right, so we can only use the red counters and the yellow counters to make 6. So what's a way that we can draw 6 using a red counter and yellow counter? So I'm gonna pick on someone here. And I'm going to choose Christian. How many can I put on here? How many would you like of red would you like me to put on here? Tell me how many red you want me to put.
6.
Oh, you have to do yellow and red. You have to use both colors. So tell me which ones would you like to, how many red would you like me to draw?
4.
Remember, you have to draw some yellow and some red, and they have to be 6, no more than 6 of them. So how many would you like me to draw in red?
4 red.
4 red. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 red. Now, Christian, I have 4 red. Now I'm going to use yellow, okay? But I can't have more than 6. So how many more do I need to draw? So we have 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so do we have more than 6 here, Christian? Well, how can we check? We can count them again, huh? Let's make sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have 6 counters?
Yes.
Yes, we do. All right, now what we're gonna do is to see how many red we drew and how many yellow we drew. So how many do we have of red, Christian? Can you count them?
1, 2, 3, 4.
We have 4, so we're gonna draw 4 red. And How many yellow did we use? Count them. 2, right? There we go. And are there 6 total? Is there 6 altogether?
Yes.
Yes, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we count them together, there are 6. And we use 4 red and 2 equals 6. Good job, thank you. So I'm going to clear my drawing right here. And where I'm going to write, everybody should have this up here. Everybody should have a 4 and a 2, and there's 6 traced. That's all you should have up there right now. Okay, now I'm going to pick someone else to help me make a different combination. We already used 4 red and 2 yellow. Now we can't use the same color, we can't use 4 red and 2 yellow. We have to use different numbers. Okay, we can use different numbers using in red and yellow. So I'm going to choose Ivan. Ivan, your turn. Tell me now. How many do you want to draw of red and how many do you want to draw of yellow? But it cannot be more than 6. So tell me, how many would you like me to draw of red?
Iván está en español.
Oh, that's right. Thank you so much. Raylyn, sweetheart, how many red would you like me to draw and how many yellow?
Die.
How many red do you want me to draw?
Die.
5 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to draw 5. 5, Raylyn says to do 5. So I'm going to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 red counters, Raylyn. How many more do I need to get a 6? So I have, how many more do I need to get to 6? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more?
2 more.
Are you sure? Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more do I have to draw?
1.
Just 1, right? So this time I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use yellow, okay? I'm going to use yellow. So now I'm going to make sure, Raylyn, that I have 6, okay? I can't have more than 6, and I can't have less than 6. So will you count them with me? Here, count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have 6 altogether, Raylyn?
Yeah.
Yes. Now we got to figure out how many red do we use and how many yellow. So how many red do we use? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did we use?
5.
5. So now we're going to use 5. We used 5 red. And how many yellow did we use, Raylyn? How many do we have here? Just how many?
1.
1, right? 5 red and 1 yellow counter equals 6, because there are altogether, if we count them, there are 6, right? Good job. Thank you, honey. Oopsie. All right, so now I'm going to erase all this again. Now we're going to think of a different combination. So let's see. Give me a sec here. Let me put my pencil on. All right, so we know, whoopsie. Give me one, there we go. We know that 4 and 6 equals 6. 5 and 1 equals 6. Now I need a different person to help me to make a different combination. Let's choose Maggie. Maggie, now I need your help. Okay, I need to use red and yellow counters, Maggie. What colors would you like to use? And they have to be different numbers than what we already use. We can't use 5 red. We can't use 4 red. We have to be a different number. So what would you like me to use?
2.
Okay, so we can do 2 red, right? Okay, so 1, 2, how many do we have unread? 2. Now, what number do we have to count to, Maggie? What number is this?
6.
6, so we have to count to 6. So we use 2 red. Now we got to use a different color. We're going to use yellow this time, okay? And we have to go count all the way to 6. So we got 1, 2 red, and we got to keep counting. 1, 2, count with me. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, Maggie, how many do we have all together?
6.
6, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that we know that we have 6, now we're going to write down how many red we used to make 6 and how many yellow we made to use 6 together. Okay? So can you tell me how many red we used to do 6?
2.
We used 2 red. And how many yellow?
4.
4. 2 red and 4. Oh, let me erase that one because that's not very pretty. 2 and 4 equals how many, Maggie?
6.
6, yes. See how we can make 6 in so many different ways? We can make 4 red and 2 yellow equals 6. 5 and 1 equals 6. 2 and 4 equals 6. So many ways. Now, I'm going to show you a different way. I have to have 6, right? I can't have more than 6. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 red. Now I'm going to use a different color. 1, 2, 3 yellow. Now I'm going to make sure that there is 6. 1, oopsie, let me use a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6, but how many red did I use to make 6? Sadie, how many red did I use to make 6? Can you turn on your microphone, Sadie? How many red did I use? 1, 2, 3. How many?
1, 2, 3.
3. How many yellow?
1, 2, 3.
3. Now, 3. So now can you count them together? Let's count all of these together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you so much, Sadie. So now I have 3 red and 3 yellow equals 6. So look at all the different combinations I can make using different numbers to make 6. All these make the same number. So we can use different numbers to make 6. 4 and 2 equals 6. 5 and 1 equals 6. 2 and 4 equals 6. And 3 and 3 equals 6. All these use different combinations, but we always make no more than 6. All right, so everybody should have these numbers written down because we did them together. Now let's go to the next page. So on this one here, number 3, we are going to count how many there is in each group in here, and then we are going to circle only the ones that have 6. So let's go to page 122 and let's count each of the popcorns. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 there. So let's count the next group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 5 right there. Let's count the next group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 in this group. So we have 6 here, we have 5 here, and we have 6. Now I only want you to circle the groups that have 6. If it does not have 6, we are going to put an X on it, okay? So we see 6 here, so we will circle that one because there is 6 here. Do we have 6 here? Nizea, do we have 6 right here with the green popcorn? Yes or no?
No.
No, so we're going to put a big X. How about the next one, Nizea? Do we have 6, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So we're going to make a big circle. Okay. Now down here, I want you to show and draw me 6 things. It could be 6 counters, or it could use different counters like we just did. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example. You go ahead and draw whatever you want, but it has to be 6. So I'm going to draw, 1, 2, 3 smiley faces that are yellow. And then I'm going to draw 3 smiley faces that are red. And then now I'm going to make sure that I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have 6. So make sure you draw 6 objects. Okay.
Teacher, can we do different objects on the other side?
Just right here, honey. Just right there. You can draw whatever you want. Just as long as it's 6 of them, okay? Once you're done with that, turn the page. So draw 6 objects. Count them as you count them. 1, 2, 3, as you draw them. 4, 5, 6, okay? All right, so page 123 and page 124 is going to be your homework, okay? 123 and 124. Now, I'm going to go over this one real quick. This is how, go to page 125. And you're going to trace the 6s, okay? Trace the number 6. You always start at the top and you go around. Top and you go around, okay? And then right here we have 6 cubes right here. We're going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. Okay. That's the word 6. That's how you spell 6. S-I-X. Okay. So once you trace the 6 and the word 6, then you can go to the next page. Okay. Now here, this one right here, this is what you're going to do. You're going to trace the 6s, and then you're going to count each of the objects in each group and write the numbers. So this is pretty easy. We've done this before, right? We know how to trace the 6. So you're going to trace the 6 and keep going. And then you're going to count each of these objects. So let's do the first one together, and then I'm going to let you finish the other ones, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 here. Now we're going to count these right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 here. Okay, and you're going to do the same here. You're going to count all these whistles and then write the number. You're going to count all these hats and write the number. Okay, and then make sure to trace your number 6 at the top. Okay, practicing writing the 6, always starting at the top. Okay, once you count these and write the number, we're going to go ahead and go to the next page. And here, you're only going to circle the ones that are 6. You're going to count the whistles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then only circle the ones that are 6 whistles in that group. Okay, and then we're only going to circle the 6. So circle the 6. Okay. And then for your homework, it's already stuff we've already done. So this, you're going to trace the number 6, trace the number 6. And then you're going to count all these teddy bears and write the number. Count the puppets and write the number. Count the bicycles and write the number. Count the kites and write the number. Okay. And then this is a lesson check. You're going to just basically count them, the buses, and write the number. And then here, you're going to count the counters, count the white ones and write the number. count the gray ones and write the number, and then you're going to compare them and circle the one that is greater. Remember, greater is bigger. Greater is bigger. So you're going to count them, write the number, and then circle the one that is greater, the one that is bigger. And then here it shows the number 2. Number 2, and you're just going to draw and show me 2 in the 5 frame, okay? 2 counters in the 5 frame, okay? Because that's the number that we see. Okay, so this is all stuff that is not hard, okay? You're just counting and tracing the number 6 on these pages. So I want you to finish these pages right here, this one right here, okay? And this one right here. And then the other one will be homework. It's just basically practicing writing number 6 and counting to number 6, okay? Alrighty, everybody. So go ahead and finish those, and we'll start the lesson on the new letter that we're going to learn today here in a couple minutes, okay?